Day. Look, on one time, and nobody's here. Not yet, anyway. So I have everything set up. So I'm going to turn Instagram on. But this is Reality with Kristen Marie on the Who's Starting On podcast on YouTube. So I'm live on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and Twitter, and Instagram. I said Instagram, right? Should start right. Let's go live. Okay. Now I'm live on Instagram. Live everywhere. And hopefully people will get here soon. Hopefully it says, I guess because I actually originally had, hey Terry, thank you for being here. I originally had said it once, I had it for today, then yesterday. By the way, windows look amazing, just to let you know. So, yeah, we're going to talk about The Valley, who's starting you on. Whether you watch it or not, it's so freaking good. Because Jax is like not going to be the number one guy in the group. He thinks he's the number one guy in the group, but these guys are like lawyers and like actors and like working actors and like real husbands and like not cheaters. And it's so amazing to see, because I was really upset when he had his own show back, and I was like, this is like not the Bravo bring him back. But he's gonna like literally sink himself. Hey Q, because even if he doesn't, just he just acts like such an asshole. Like the fact that he had the balls to go yell at Sandoval still doesn't win. And where do you hear what he did last night? He's like not changed. Jax hasn't changed. Good morning. So if you're listening on the Who's Starting On podcast side, I'm not talking to myself. Talking to my live chat. I have my mod. I don't know if she's not here yet. She's probably not. I gave her like really last minute. I was like, oh, I don't think she realized that I did originally schedule for today, but if she comes, hopefully it's Mimir. Yeah. But I want to know whose side you're on. I don't know if anybody's watched it or not, but like literally, hey babe, I can't stand the fact that like people are like, they don't want to watch it because they think it's going to be corny because of Jax and Kristen, but it's like the other people make it amazing because they're like, they just call Jax out. Like, it's crazy. Like, the one dude was like, this dude's like a fucking clown. I was like, oh my God, I love you. I love you. I love you. But there's some ridiculous to it, too. I did watch Vanderpump. I don't want to talk about it till later. I want to wait for Dustin. Let me get my weed real quick because it activates me. Thank you, Mama Bear. I feel good. The windows look so good. I'm going to show you guys as soon as I get the doors on, because without the doors, it looks ridiculous. But like the black trim looks really good. The house looks gray because my house is blue and I want it to be gray eventually. That's the new something will be gray eventually. But because of the color blue and the black trim, it made it look more gray. But it just looks so good, and I have so much light. So yeah, and they had them all done by 3:00 in the afternoon. So yeah, Window Wizard, Window Nation. Really awesome. Really like them. But yeah. So I watched the episode, and I saw a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't want to watch it because they feel like they think it's going to be corny because of Jax, but it's so worth it. Like, I hope a lot of people talk about it enough that, like, or you guys get the word out, like, share this. Do you see the thing blinking? I feel like it's doing the iPhone thing where it takes a picture of you every 5 seconds. Isn't that weird? Instagram does that. I mean, on Instagram. Let me starts doing that thing again. I'll be so mad. I better not do that thing. I better not do it again. No, there it goes. Okay. Nobody's here yet on Instagram. I'm surprised. I made it public, right? Okay. Okay. People are joining. Okay. So it's going to look really nice. I mean, I'm embarrassed by how bad the windows were. So you guys have never seen it. But all right. So let's get into the Valley. So literally, this is like started last week with Jackson, and I don't want to make this whole entire thing about Jax versus Kristen, but like because there's other people in the show, but like he's also screwed over Danny Bucco, I think his name is. One of the guys on camera, he like literally depanced him at the party, and the wife is so pissed. Like she was crying. That's how upset she is. Because like it was a party with a bunch of kids and families, and like he literally Jax like took his entire bathing suit down and his whole entire penis was out, and like she's just like, you don't do that. And like Brittany's defending him. And you guys, like Brittany is wild. I can't take it. I want to like punch her in the face. First of all, she has this gobble surgery. She got a surgery on her. I'm not, she got her like just a double chin removed or whatever, but it makes her face go like this. I'm not kidding. Like that. That's what she looks like. And when she talks, that's what she looks like. And like, I'm trying to be an asshole, but like, it's just so weird. And like, I swear she exaggerates her accent. Like, she needs to stop. And like, this is the thing with Jax. Like, first of all, dude, like I said, you yelled at Sandoval last week, like you are perfect now or something, and that somehow knocks you off of like your like piece of shit platform. No, you still stay on the piece of shit platform. Sandoval just joined you. That's all. It's not to make you any better than him. It doesn't make you all of a sudden not do the things you've done. And if you're not lying about your stupid separation, which I can't see how you are because you and Brittany are pretty teamed up so far. Talking about having kids. Why we don't have kids and all of a sudden you're separated? Please. But if you are, then who the fuck are you to tell anybody about any kind of relationship? Especially with my point getting to with Kristen. So Kristen's on the show. Like I said, she was with another guy named Alex. I don't fucking like Alex. Okay. That's her ex-boyfriend for a couple years. They lived together. She lived in the valley with him. He had another house somewhere else. Eventually she said that he convinced her to sell her house in the valley to go live with him. He's a realtor, sold her house. They broke up. She moved in with him. All of a sudden, 6 months later, she's kicked out. She says they break up. And she's devastated. She meets this guy, Luke, the guy she's with now, 2 weeks later at a wedding. They have sex behind a shed, and the rest is history. She's now trying to get pregnant with him. It's been over a year or 2 years. He lives in Colorado, and it's beautiful. He's got like 7 or something like that. This better stop going out. I'm going to be fucking pissed. He's got like 70 acres. Even though George bought me the phone cord. I almost stopped playing with my hair. He's got like 70 acres in Colorado, and he's willing to move here for Kristen. I had originally was saying, episode 1, that, yeah, it seems like she's trying to have a baby, by the way. She's trying to have a baby with the next bitch she just met, right? Tell me if you guys still see and hear me, because this thing's pissing me off the way it's going out. I don't know what's happening. It says I have full Wi-Fi, so I don't know why it's doing it. But anyway, she seemed like she was just wanted to have a baby with anybody, but I did watch a little bit more of their interaction this week. Her and Luke, his name's Luke. I keep calling him different names. His name is Luke. Her ex name is Alex. Okay, let's just remember Alex and Luke. Luke is the new guy. Alex is the old guy. Okay. Now, Jax seems to want to treat him like shit. I don't know why. What is going on with my Wi-Fi? Jax seems to want to treat him like shit, but he also is like saying to Kristen, why are you trying to have a baby with this man? Like in front of everybody. So we're coming off a fight that her and Jax had, where he's basically saying you were trying to have a baby with Alex 2 weeks ago, and then you met the other one, and now you're having a baby with him, and like basically making Kristen look stupid. So moving into this week, we have Kristen and Jack. So this is Kristen and Jax are pulling up to some restaurant where they're going out to eat. Now let me just point another thing. Supposedly he's screaming about how he's opened up a restaurant, Jax's Studio City, right? Not once have I seen him eat at his own place. Not once have I seen him go to work at Jax's Studio City. But he's wearing the hat and he's wearing the merch, but we don't see it. It's like another one of Meatball's Beer Cheese or his hockey commentating career. Like, is there even a freaking bar? Because like this dude is at everybody's bar but his own. It's like crazy. He's even at Sandoval's he's at Sandoval's like bar. I don't know. He's not his own bar. So anyway, he brings Kristen to a steakhouse again, not his own. But Kristen doesn't eat steak. She's a vegetarian, but who cares? Anyway, they were gonna have a talk about their friendship and why Jax wants to call her out about her having a kid. They sit down and Jax, you know how Jax is gonna spin it now. You know how much I hate him. I really despise Jax Taylor. I fucking despise him. And this is why. Because when he was doing this to her, when he was calling her out in front of everybody else, he was doing it to be a dickhead. He was doing it to make him embarrass her. He was not doing it because he cared about her. He was not doing it because he was trying to look out for her. He's not being mean to Luke because he thinks that Luke's a rebound. He's just being a fucking asshole. Because I don't know why Jax does this. Who knows why Jax does what he does? I have not yet been able to figure it the fuck out. But Jax just literally, so this is what he does. So he sits down and he wants to spin it on Kristen like, we've been friends for 16 years and I'm giving you tough love because I love you and I care about you. And like, by the way, did you have fun last night? Like, it's like Jax. And she's like, dude, you are literally, first of all, you're making Luke feel like he is my just like some guy I just met. And like, she's like, can you please start treating him like he's my forever person? And Jax is like, well, why would he be a forever person? And blah, 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 blah. You just met him. And He's like giving her love advice, relationship advice, kid advice, like acting like he cares, right? So just remember this. Just remember this till we get to the end. Because acting like he cares. And I told you he doesn't. He obviously doesn't. Kristen, I don't know why she like literally lets him even bother her. There's my money. My mirror. Terry, it's so good. Now, this is what I mean, because there's other people on this show that do not let Jax get away with his bullshit. Okay. And it's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you what, because I'm so glad that Jesse was there, because this is what else happened. So anyway, let me get to this. This is what I'm talking about. So anyway, so basically Jax was telling her how she can't be a single mom. And what if you guys break up and, you have those conversations? Like, shut up. My God, shut up, dude. Like, leave her alone. And Jax and Kristen's like, just because I don't have those conversations and talk to you about it doesn't mean we don't have them. And it's like, whatever. And they have been together now for like 2 years. So it's like, Jax, they didn't just meet, right? So, of course, it's like he's going to spin it like he cares. But we know that he doesn't, right? We know that he absolutely doesn't. And the fact that he's like going to sit there and basically, like, I don't know, gaslighter. I don't know if that's the right word, but they leave, he pays for lunch. Again, not his own restaurant. It's not Jax's Studio City, so I kind of don't know what the hell's happening. You know what I mean? Sorry. So he pays, and they decide that he's going to make Luke feel more welcome. He's going to have a guys' night, and he's going to make Luke feel more welcome. Okay. Sounds good. So he decides, so next thing we see him, he literally like, he's, well, I'll wait till we get to that part. The next part, we have Jesse in the end. So Jesse's the guy I like. Jesse is like the guy who he's actually separated right now, but like it's him and his girlfriend. And I think her name is either Nia or Michelle. I get her, Nia and Michelle look exactly alike, and I get them confused. Let's just call Jesse and his wife beautiful. The one that are separated, but anyway, and they have their daughter who's adorable, Isabella, and they're at the park with her, and they're trying to teach her how to ride a bike. And she's like, this is an example of how like the relationship falls apart. She's like, he's going to teach her how to ride the bike. She's only like 3, right? So she's so cute. He's like, no, she's like, did you get the video I sent you on YouTube about how to teach her how to ride a bike? And thank you, Terry. And I know Alex is in between Carter and the guy she's with now. Look, when we see Alex, I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see what I mean. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I don't like Alex. We've never seen Alex, but I'll tell you why we don't like Alex. But so we get to the point where he wants to put her on the bike. Well, first of all, I'm sorry. Jesse's like, no, I didn't watch the YouTube video. I know how to teach a kid how to ride a bike, blah, 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 blah. And that's like she's rolling her eyes because they go and they start and they're on the couch, confessional couch. My hair. I'm sorry, I got like hair on my face, my mouth. And the confessional couch is like, she's like, before I had kids with him, I didn't realize how impatient he was. And then Jesse's like, well, no, she's like, she babies her and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just parenting different. And she's like, I never knew how hard it would be to keep a relationship alive. And she's like, I just really don't think this is going to work. And it's like really sad because they just had Isabella. Hey, babe. Oh my God. I need you. I got my windows in yesterday. Everything's great, but I need I fill out that stuff and I'm really confused, but love you. We'll talk about that after. But, so Jesse's in the confessional by himself, and he's like, look, I don't know if her things or what she wants from me has changed, or I've just turned into somebody she doesn't want anymore. He's like, because I just can't do anything right. And he's like, all I know is I love my daughter, and that's it. But last week he was telling Jax and everybody that they would talk about separation, which is so sad. And then so they finally get Isabella to get on the bike, which is awesome. And it actually works when he just puts her on the bike. But that's not the point. But now he's not the lawyer. Jason and Janet. Jason's the lawyer. Janet used to be on Vanderpump. She's having a baby, but Jason is the really smart lawyer that Jax is always like, oh, you get your mail on time? That's right, you're a lawyer. Like every adult trait he attributes to like because he's a lawyer. You're a lawyer? Oh, you must like put your shoes on the right way when you get up in the morning. No dickheads call me an adult. I don't know, whatever, dude. But the next scene we have Kristen. This is the scene where I was like, oh, I kind of do like this guy. Just by the way, like he calls her hun and like, like he just, they just get along. Kristen is not crazy around this guy. Alex, we didn't even see Alex, guys. Like, it was after Vanderpump. It was right towards the end of Vanderpump, she said, and all the way up until 2 or 3 years ago. And 2 years ago, maybe. Well, like watching the show, it would have been 2 years ago from now, but at that time. But so the next thing we have is Kristen, her guy, and Luke, and their dog, which is a huge German Shepherd, and they're taking a hike, and they're like actually working out, and they're talking. Oh, and side note, the same party that jacks the pants, Danny, Jesse, the one who separated, was in line with something to get food or something inside, or a tattoo or something, and Jesse and Kristen were like joking around, and she pushed Jesse out of the way, and they were like joking around, pushing each other, and like she grabbed his twisted his nipple real quick, and then he turns around and did it to her. So he went in front of the whole entire, nobody really paid attention to it, but like twisted Kristen's nipple back, right? Now, this is after like a day of him kind of a little bit drinking. And like, I don't think he really thought about it really as quickly as he did it. But anyway, let's just remember that part. All right, I'm back. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but it's getting me upset. But anyway, so the day before this, so we have that part. So we have the next scene where we have literally Kristen and Luke are talking, and Kristen has already told Jax about the nipple pinch. Jax has that on his brain. Kristen then is now they're talking, and he did. So they're talking, and Kristen tells Luke, and Luke's like, I'm not fucking okay with that. Luke got pissed. Kristen kind of laughs it off, and I'm like, oh my god, why did you even say anything, Kristen? Why did you even say anything to Jax? Like, what was your point? So anyway, so she tells Luke that, and Luke gets so fucking pissed. And Kristen's like, I've known him for a long time, but I don't know him that well. And it's like, just really bad idea, Kristen, to tell fucking Jax. And then tell your dude when he's literally just getting into this group. But like, I really don't think Jesse meant anything by it. I just think he wasn't thinking. I think he thinks of Kristen as one of the guys. I really think he does. But Lucas gets fucking mad. Luke gets pissed. So Kristen's like talking to him, and she's like, I don't understand why, he's like, I don't understand why your friends are so judgmental of you. Why are they questioning our relationship? And they're both in the agreement that they get along, they want to have a baby together, they will make it work no matter what, and he is going to move here, and they're on the same page. And but he's getting pissed about, he's like, I the Jesse thing's making me mad, and she's like, oh, it's so hot when you stick up for me. And I'm like, Jesus, here we go. So I mean, yeah, he's got a right to be mad, but I just wouldn't have said anything to him. But that's not the biggest problem we have, because next thing we have, I'm going to go really fast through the one with Brittany and her mom and Jax at the house, because I don't really fucking care. I can't stand Brittany, can't stand her mom. It's nothing. He's trying to do TikToks or something. Cruz is crying. The mom's Sherry's there chasing her, and Brittany's like, "Oh, Jax," and it's like, girl, oh my god, like, you are annoying. Like, and her mouth looks fucking weird because of her plastic surgery. Yes, one of the girls is, yes. And she was Rachel's coach. Yeah. It's Near or Michelle, one of the really pretty brunettes. And I get them both confused. So Danny is married to Miss Universe. So which would be Michelle? No, I'm confused. It's her Near Michelle. But anyway, yeah. They're all like I said, they're all way better than Jax and Brittany. They all have real jobs and like real careers, and like, really, they really do. But anyway, so I don't really want to like, and then the part with Brittany, our mom, is also Brittany at all the girls are at some like self-defense class, and because Miss USA took self-defense and taekwondo, whatever, and she's like a black belt, and the ladies are all there, and Kristen starts talking just about a little bit about like how she's 40 and how she's going to have a baby with this guy, and she's worried about her body, not like, because she's geriatric age and blah blah blah. And I understand her struggle, which means not personally, because no way, sorry, don't ever, no, not having kids, Never thought about it, so I don't really understand, but I know what she means. I just can't follow. I'm like, no. Okay. So sorry. So time has been payment. Okay, payment has been successful. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. So yeah, so then we have literally like the girls sitting around and they're talking about how they're having girls' night, right? So girls' night is going to be Brittany's like, yeah, I'm going to drink, and my mother-in-law's here, and I'm like, and she's like, it's just like, shut up, Brittany, just shut up. Like nobody like, oh, you're so annoying. Like, I just don't like you. I don't like because this is what she does. Like she first of all, so the pantsing thing the girl is so upset about. So again, she's talking about it with all the girls, and Brittany is like, Jax didn't mean it. He is so upset that he broke your heart, and when he saw you crying about it, and she's like, that's not the point. Like he's 40 years old. Like what's he doing? Like she's like, it just really bothered me. And Brittany's like, and then they're talking about the girls behind Brittany's back are talking about how like why she's defending him and how it's not right. And like, yeah, something should have been said to Jackson. Like he shouldn't be doing shit like that. There's, nobody wants your penis hanging out, like. Oh, who has kidney stones? DJ, I'm so sorry about that. Tell me film. Send them love and light. Oh, our friend has kidney stones. Oh, DJ, sorry about that. So we have the girls are kind of upset with Brittany for always defending Jax, right? So this gets even so much worse, right? So Jax and the guys are playing hockey. And the guys I mean by Jason, the lawyer, Jesse, the something, very famous something, I don't know. Oh, really big famous realtor. Not famous, but real big realtor. Yeah, him and the girl that he's marrying or divorcing, that they have a real estate firm together, and he's like really there. So basically, they're all better than Jax. They are all better, more than the number one guy in the group. Like he's like the lowest man on the totem pole guy. He's like a loser. So they're playing hockey. So it's them, and so they get done playing hockey. Jack sucks as usual because, of course, like he's going to be a hockey commentator, just like Meemaw Spirit Cheese in his like Jack Studio City, and like where are you having all these like places and parties but you're not at your own bar? Like you're sitting there saying how you've opened up a bar, you own a bar now. Like where's your bar? But so they're sitting there, and all of a sudden Jax goes, I guess I'm going to give Luke a chance, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, by the way, Jesse. Now, Jesse has known Jax since they were 23 years old. He don't fuck with, he just knows Jax is a slime ball. He goes, so I heard you pinch Kristen's nipple. And you could see in his face and Jason's face, like, yeah, but why the fuck are you bringing it up? Like, what are you bringing it up for? What are you trying to do? Like, grow up, right? And he's like, I don't remember that. Jason the lawyer goes, now, when Kristen was telling you that, was she saying it like, so he's trying to figure out, is she saying like sexual harassment way? Because he's the lawyer. And Jesse's like, I don't recall. And it's like, and then he's looking at him like, motherfucker, like you're a fucking dick. So then he goes, so we're going to have guys night, and I'm going to have to invite Daddy's inside the pants still. And then the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, look, I'm like, that's fucking Joker. Like, yeah, you did that too. And Jason's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done the nipple thing, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, whatever. So Jax goes, by the way, Alex, Kristen's ex, we're friends. And I think I'm going to invite him to guys' night, so he can have a talk with Luke. So, because we're all friends, and, if the guy, he wants to be part of our group, he's like, Alex is a part of our group. Alex is my friend first. And, maybe Kristen, maybe she's not telling us the whole story. And maybe like Luke should know the whole story. And it's like, wow, Jax. And Jesse goes, I think you're a fucking child for even thinking that. And Jax is like, well, we were friends with him first. And Jason's like, you know what? Like, dude, what if like literally you do that and like that's Kristen's trigger? Like, why would you ever do that? The guy, and he's like, what would you do if that happened? And then Luke broke up with Kristen, and Jax is like, oh well, at least he got all the information. It's like, dude, wait till fucking Kristen finds this out, right? Even when Jesse's telling him it's not a fucking good idea. And like, Jax, have you not caught on that this is fucked up? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? And this is what I mean. He is picking on Luke, he's the weakest guy in the group because he's the newest guy. And it's like, he really thinks that he can fucking, and he really does get under Luke's skin. So, knowing this is a bad idea. Like, these guys are so high caliber. Like, so they're at this. So she just shows like This just shows that Jax is not grown up. This is what I mean. Like, who in the world, like, you have known Kristen for 16 years, and, like, you really think that it is a good idea to invite her ex out because you have been friends with him longer than Luke, because Luke, you don't need, like, it doesn't make any sense. And why would this guy Alex even show up? Are you thirsty? You know, like, he called Kristen a has-been reality star. Like, he said, so they really had a nasty relationship. It's not a good, really. It's not good. It's not a good idea to have them together. And why, Jax, are you trying to fucking this? And see what I mean? See, he doesn't care about anybody but himself. And why? And the fact that he's doing this is what I'm saying is like, good. Thank God he's showing who he is. He is showing everybody how stupid and high school he is. Hey, AT2. Hey, friend. Hey, guys. If you guys don't know, AT2 has his own channel. Please follow him. And Mimir, if you can you link AT2's channel for me? We're talking about Jax in the Valley because, oh my God, dude, the show is really good, but like Jax is ruining it himself. But it's good to watch because we start out with him screaming at Sandoval about how of a piece of shit he is, and he's deplorable, and he's grown up, and he's got his own bar yet. We've not seen the bar yet, but they're at guys' night, not at Jax's bar though, by the way. So we're at guys' night, and we are where we know that Jax has already had it in his idea, in his stupid little head, stupid little fucking broken clown head, that he's going to invite Alex. Why he's doing this for Luke, so the guys can get to know Luke, because he promised Kristen that he wouldn't make him feel welcome. Okay, Brittany knows this is going down, right? So they're having girls' night at Michelle's, and all the guys are going, and they're starting to show up at guys' night, which again, not at Jax's bar. But anyway, because no mention of that. But anyway, so all the guys show up, and we have Luke and Jax first, and it's so awkward. First of all, because it's like they're just sitting there at the bar, and it's like Jax is like, he's like, so you haven't blocked me yet. And like, I don't even know, like that might have happened earlier, but like, it's just an awkward like 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden, thank God, Danny shows up, breaks the ice. Danny shows up. And then they're starting to talk about how Luke's like, I need to talk to Jesse because I would have a good time tonight. And Jax is like, yeah, about, you know, him pulling his nipple, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, here we go. And Luke's like, hey, Jesse. So Jesse walks right in, right? As they're talking about, Luke pulls him aside. They talk about it. It's a little bit of a scuffle, but like not real. Luke's like, you need to apologize. And he apologized to him. And so he's like, look, I'll just apologize. I'm sorry I did it, whatever. Then we see Jax and Danny sitting down. Jax goes to Danny. By the way, yeah, I took the liberty to go and invite Alex. And Danny goes, you did what? He goes, yeah, I invited Alex because we're friends with him, right? Why can't we all get along? Why can't we be mature? Why can't two mature guys be in the same room together? And he's like, oh my God, Jax. Like, and then Luke comes over, okay, and Simon came to him simultaneously over at girls' night. Brittany's like, they're all showing up at Michelle's and they're all taking shots, except, you know, Brittany's like, oh yeah, with her stupid mouth, the way it's looking all weird, and like, you know, she's like, by the way, I don't know. Kristen has a podcast. I don't know what, like, I don't know if she has for money though. But she might still have it, and I don't think she has the wine anywhere. But yeah, I don't know what she does because she did buy that house, but anyway, so Jax pulls Luke aside again, and he starts to say to him, he's like, oh, well, by the way, yeah, you know, oh, first of all, he does a shot with all of them. They do a beer together. I'm sorry, simultaneously, Brittany's like, they're all filing into Michelle's. So Brittany's like, oh, yeah, you know, by the way, Kristen, I got to tell you something. Now, this is how Brittany words it, right? So all the girls are like there, and they're all on the same page of how Brittany's constantly defending Jax and how wrong it was. Oh, first, before this happens, Nia's like, oh, I heard something happen with Jax, and the girl Michelle, or whatever, Nia starts crying again. And she's like, it was so embarrassing. And Brittany's like, oh my God, you know, I can't believe he really didn't want to make you cry. Oh my God. And she's like, I'm going to cry again. I don't talk about it. And then like, they're all kind of looking at Brittany, right? So then Brittany goes, oh, by the way, Kristen, I got to tell you something. And before you go freaking out and everything, I want to just let you know, Alex is going to be at guys' night. Fast simultaneously back at the fucking thing, not Jax's bar. We have Luke and we have Jax, and Jax goes to Luke. So, yeah, after he does a shot with mom, he's like, yeah, Luke, yeah, Luke, yeah. And they're all like, yeah, Luke. And Jackson's like, by the way, man, I invited Alex, Kristen's ex. You are two cool dudes. You guys will get along. And Luke's like, why the fuck would I want to? He looks at Jack's like, you motherfucker. Why would I want to be friends with him? What? And Luke's like, pissed. And he's looking at him like, what the fuck? And then you have Kristen going, are you fucking kidding me? And she's like, are you kidding me? And she's just like going off into, and first of all, Kristen's like defending herself. I'm like, stop even defending this. You don't have to. This is ridiculous that you even have to do this. And Brittany's like sticking up for this guy. She's like, Kristen, calm the fuck down. Look how you're all activated. And Brittany's like, Jackson's friends with everybody. And can't you see he loves you and he's trying to do a good thing? I'm like, I'm not kidding you. I'm not effing kidding you. That is exactly how this argument is going. It's like Brittany's going, he cares about you. That's why he's doing this. Where? How? What? Not only that, we have Jax telling Luke that he's a dick if he doesn't say hi to Alex and if he wants to be part of this group. And then you have like Jax doubling down in the comment in the confessionals going, I was trying to make everybody get along and form a new friend group. And I'm like, nobody in this friend group thinks you're fucking cool, dude. Nobody wants to be your fucking friend in this friend group because look at the way you move. Literally, look at the way you move. Like, what in the world did you think was going to happen? So we have Kristen freaking out and Brittany defending the fuck out of Jack, saying, hey, well, Alex was here first. So, he deserves to be there more than Luke. And like Kristen's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm first. What do you mean I'm first? I come before fucking Alex. You know what I mean? Like, why would you think that my dude would be okay with this? Like, why would you think that I want my ex who fucked me over and talks lots of shit on me to talk to my new boyfriend? So, simultaneously, we have Brittany trying to spin this on Kristen, saying that she's being toxic and she's creating problems where this shouldn't be, and she should calm the fuck down. And Kristen's like, you shut the fuck up, Brittany. You calm the fuck down. And I was like, punch her. I'm like, oh no, Kristen, don't say that. Don't say that. But I'm like, yo, if I was Kristen, I would have fucking punched Brittany. The way that she was talking about this, basically screaming at Kristen, saying that this is, and Kristen's like, I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe this. And the lady's like, this is not right. That he should not be here. Like, Brittany, come on. And they're like, geez, Jax thinks he's doing a good thing. And blah, blah, blah. So, like, this is where it almost is where it ends because we don't see what happens after this. But, like, basically, Alex is like talking to Jackson shit, and he's talking shit on Kristen. They're not saying anything to each other, right? Of course they're not. And if I'm Luke, I fucking leave. I would leave. I'd be like, if this is who you want to hang out with, I'm not hanging out with her ex-boyfriend. I don't need to have a conversation behind her back to him. Like, do you know how bad that would destroy Kristen? And Jack seems to want to set this up. So he's got Alex saying, yeah, I lent her money, basically like destroying her. And this is the dude that you want around your friends and your new friend Luke, Kristen. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's gonna happen, but like that's why I said whose side you on, and I'm definitely not on fucking Jackson's side or Brittany. I'm shocked, and I'm like, these two are gonna absolutely bury themselves because this friend group is going to be like, you guys have not. First of all, you have all of the confessionals going. Jackson's not changed. What do you expect for somebody like him? He has not changed. Like, it's not going to just he's not going to change. And it's like he literally, like I'm telling you, he's not making any progress. It makes progress for Kristen. Kristen's making progress in life by picking a good guy and being with a good guy. And Luke does not have to absolutely talk to Alex. Should not even be there. The fact that this guy even said yes to come to a friend group where Kristen's new boyfriend's at, where you dumped her and made her look like she's some loser in the press, like from what I understand, they were showing like the press stuff. And then you have like fucking Brittany, like basically screaming at Kristen, telling Kristen she's wrong. But then you also have these friends of Brittany's from Kentucky, this one gay guy and then this friend Jasmine, who I don't know, they don't really show much of them. I kind of fast forward through the scenes, but they're like, Brittany, this is so wrong. Even they're telling Brittany how wrong it is. And then next week you see them all screaming at each other. But Kristen loses her mind. Yeah, like I couldn't even believe it. Like the fact that he was like, this dude is like, he's cool. Jax is like, you guys are both cool dudes. You should be able to be friends. And it's like, Jax, there's plenty of people that are cool dudes that don't need to be friends that dated the same girl. Just because you guys are all used to being around. And then Jax goes, well, I'm friends with all my exes. That's you. And that's only because you're on a show with them. It's only because you had to with Stassi. You would have never, and Stassi was never talk to you after you fucked Kristen. And you fucked it. Like, you think in real life, Sandoval and Kristen would ever have talked to you again after what you did? Like, you, I mean, in Stassi, like, you literally slept with your best friend's girlfriend, your girlfriend's best friend. Like, Jax, you are still a piece of shit. And I don't know what you did recently, but apparently you cheated. And, like, if you and Brittany are lying, that's even makes you a bigger piece of shit. Because, again, you're going to realize that nobody really cares. I was trying to look for other recaps, like talking about you guys. There's really nothing. Like, nobody really talks about you guys. You're not that. It's the fact how stupid you are, and just how like you haven't changed. And like, I can't. Let me look at the polls and see whose side you guys are on. Because, oh my guys, thank you for watching. Thank you all for being here. Not a lot of Facebook people. No, I need my lives to pick up a little bit. I'm getting there. I'm just glad I was able to get here. I'm glad the windows all went in. But now, yeah, in my opinion, we have to make a call today or set up a call or something. I want to talk to the Jews, so I got to talk to Regine on the phone. And then I want to fill out these things because I know that we can probably get at least, because our electric needs to be upgraded to code, like a lot of stuff, before we even take the walls down again up here. So it's a lot. Like, we started and then something happened. The foundation was cracked. That's a fucking problem. And that was like the biggest problem. But we are past it. We are on our way back up again, where we're going to start up again. But yeah, the windows look amazing. But yeah, the valley, like, I really need it. It's good. It's really good. Like, Southern Hospitality was really good. It was another Vanderpump. I'm really starting to believe that everybody, Sheena has moved to the valley. Lala has moved to the valley. I believe that we can kick Jax off of the show. And I believe that all these people are friends with them anyway. Lala and Sheena were at the barbecue last week. And that's another thing. Jax in front of Lala was saying to Kristen about like being a single mom and you shouldn't do that. Like, with Lala being right there choosing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you? You just made Brittany a single mom. And like, Lala just chose it on purpose. So who are you trying to say? Like, Kristen wouldn't be okay if Luke left her? And what do you think? Luke would be a deadbeat dad? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, he would still be around. It's just, he's got no fucking right. And the fact that he said that in front of Lala, like, and Lala just like kind of looked at him like, this is what I mean. I could tell when you had no scenes of them in Vanderpump that even after Scandal, that nobody was friends with these people, with Brittany and Jax again. Like, they literally wormed their way back into some kind of podcast and doing some, like, reaction Amazon shit to the show, to Scandal, after it picked back up. And then they got canceled after 3 shows. Nobody cared. And you're so fucking fake. You try to pull this fake separation. Nobody's buying it. You are not, you guys aren't even fighting. You're backing him up on everything he does. So why are you really meaning me to believe that you're leaving him? You think he's right all the time, Brittany. So what are you telling me that you really think that you're, like, you really want us to believe that you are separated? I'm stop playing. I'm trying to. I don't believe you're separated. I believe it's all fake. Because you know how much we don't care about you guys. Like, it's obvious how much of a more of a coward. This is why you pulled that's it. You pulled this fake separation because you realized during filming the caliber of people that you are filming with and how they just literally shot your ass down. It made you just look and feel stupid. Like, you literally, off the backs of Scandal, started a podcast, had a stupid reaction show, got your little valley pump, fucking whatever this is called, the Valley. You got all of that on the backs of Scandal, talking shit about Scandal. And what do you see happening? We don't care about Scandal anymore. It's over. We're more worried about how stupid Sheena is. God damn it, Sheena. You made me so mad. Sheena, you make me, you are such, I don't want to get into Sheena, but Sheena and Lala have moved to the Valley. So I believe that this show can last. The Valley we can go to what we thought it was going to be to begin with. Them plus the couples that are on, because they need to be on their fucking powerhouse couples. They just have such a better, like, breed than Jax. It's all I can say is the breed of men are so much different than Jax. Jax is a fucking man child. And it's like that even gives him too much credit. Because it calls him a man. Like he's not any in any of the sense of the word. I don't know how he opened up this, but I don't even know if it's real. I know that somebody said if you look up Jax's Studio City, somebody actually bought the trademark or something of it so that when you they owned it. So when you look it up, it was like a huge, awful website, like breaking his fucking balls, calling it a shit, just a bunch of shit. Like I don't know, and I think it's only called like Jax's Studio now, or I don't know what it's called. Thank you for linking that, Amir. But yeah, I mean it's Wednesday. I'm gonna be back later on to do Vanderpump with Dustin. I was on time today. Can you tell? Did you see? Do you like the blonde? I'm not gonna. I guess it's like 40 minutes right now, but like I'm trying to get more people to watch these, but I have to usually stop after an hour. But then you guys know I like to talk to everyone, so I don't want to I just really don't want to break the streams up. So I don't know. We'll see how that works. I really don't want to do that. But I do appreciate you guys showing up, even though you just don't watch the Valley. Even if you do, I love it. Look at my eye. I keep saying next time you see me, it'll be all healed. But it's still not healed. I noticed watching my videos, my eye looks closed still. This one. And it's all started with that goddamn fucking Botox glue, nail glue. I mean, nail glue. Eyelash glue situation. I'm like, putting makeup on. And I had eyelash glue. Glue my eyelashes. Just the whole thing. But anyway, yeah. Anybody else on Instagram? What do you guys have to say? I want to know what you guys think about Jax being on the show. I really liked the segue. Like I feel like we can have a nice segue from them girls to be on but I do feel like we're gonna have another season 12 of Vanderpump, but I feel like it's going to be all of them moving over into the Valley. Yeah, and then listen, they're reintroducing Dana and not that Max. Okay, we can a little bit about Vanderpump. Katie and Max. Remember she said she was going to run a train through Tom Tom? What do you think she's doing? That's why she slept with Max. She said she was going to do it. Schwartz doesn't care. Katie hooked up with Max. And then Sheena, guys, the location thing, is that weird? That is fucking weird. I almost said in the very beginning. At first, I was like, wait, if you have to fucking hide your location from your friend, then maybe you're just fucking shady. But then I thought about it. I don't fucking like again, if I don't want to do something and I have to make up something to tell you why I don't want to be there, you're not going to track my location. That would make me mad. And apparently, Sheena has like everybody's location, like 58 people. And then Santa was like, oh yeah, I have people saying they can't hang out with me because Sheena has their location. Yeah, oh my god, people watching. Oh, yeah. So it's like, if guys, please hit the like button and the share. I mean, listen to me. I can't talk. Everybody, appreciate you. Please hit the like, the comment, the subscribe, hit the comment. Don't do that. The notification and the all, so that when you guys come over and I do these lives, and I'm either letting you get notifications because I told you all to hit the all button, and now everybody's getting notifications. So I appreciate it. I still can't get a lot of people get me to watch me on Instagram, but we're getting there. I really want to know what everybody thinks about the Valley. If you guys will do me a favor, can I just give you guys a homework assignment to watch it? Terry, are you going to watch it? Because you can sneak it in. We're going to do Martha's Vineyard. Okay, good. Lucky. You guys win. I know I did. I'm going to do Martha's Vineyard. I think I said Friday, right? Yeah. So regular Summer House on Mondays, Summer House on Martha's Vineyard on Fridays. Also Friday nights with Dustin. I forget what he said he wanted to cover, but it's going to be like either 90 Day or Love After Lockup, something like that. Like something goofy like that or whatever. Or I'll maybe, like, if he doesn't want to do that, I'll do like a mental check-in live or something. But yeah. And then, so yeah, because Summer House I'm enjoying because of Carl and Lindsay and how everybody said, oh my God, like Lindsay, we thought it was Carl's fault. Like, I could not imagine a world where Lindsay would be doing something that would, break his sobriety, or like not break his sobriety, but like test his sobriety. Nowhere in the world did I really think that would be a thing. And that's kind of what was going on. So yeah, I know I just talk about the Valley, but like I mean, like between these 3 shows, I'm like enjoying it. I know that Housewives, I'm not covering any Housewives at the moment, am I? Nothing's on, right? Besides Potomac. And Potomac just has the reunion left. Look, I'm willing to talk about Potomac only because now what's happening, but like I just can't take this the toxicity of it. Like I know we've been watching the same Lindsay. We've been watching the same Lindsay. It's this, and it's a shame because she's stuck in her own reality, and your perception's your reality, and you live in that. And it's like I get that. I was been diagnosed with. I don't want to diagnose her with BPD, but it seems like some of the symptoms that I was explaining she has, and maybe she doesn't, but whatever. When your perception is your reality and you don't see anything different, you really you react to the emotions of that reality. So in her brain and mind, she really feels like he's fucking up, and he's like their lives are over, and it's over, and she can't deal with him. I mean, he's evil. And you guys don't really know. You guys don't see it, and it's like she feels like she really believes she lives in this like terroristic relationship with nobody else sees but her, and nobody's gonna get it, and she's mad at everybody for not seeing it. And Carl's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that's not the thing. And I'm, like, just the simple fact of her saying to him, are you fucking using? Like, I just can't. So, what is the housewife situation? What is coming up? Please, I know what you're going to tell me. I know the one that's coming up. I might change my mind and talk about it. I heard there was a live yesterday with Kim D and Dana that didn't go very well. Allegedly, I don't know. I can't watch it. It triggers me. I was reading the comments, and from what I could gather from it, like people were kind of like telling Kim she didn't know what she was talking about, and to stop like gaslighting Dana, and then Dana not to change her mind because it was, I don't know, something must have happened again with like talking about Louis, and like, it seemed like Kim was defending Louis and Teresa, and then Dana was kind of like changing her mind. I don't know. I haven't brought myself to watch it yet, but I want to give you guys a freaking assignment. And Q, tell TJ, give him my love for me, and if something's okay, if he's okay. You guys have any? Who has a big show today? I'm sorry, I didn't have a big show today. I will be at your show. What time is your show? Let me know. Let me know. I have your channel. I'll click on it before I get off. But yeah. I don't know what's coming up. Like we had 4 Housewives franchise going at once. I feel okay not talking about all of them at once. Like I do feel like it's a nice break to talk about Summer House, Vanderpump, Martha's Vineyard, The Valley, because I do watch all of them. I do watch everything else. I don't watch George Calls It the Boat Show. I don't watch Anchor Watch anymore. It's another trigger for me. It just reminds me of who's. So I don't watch that. But it's getting nice out, and I'm just so excited about my windows. And I'm gonna get the door. I'm gonna try to, I'm trying to get the door situation figured out because it's embarrassing. But, yeah. What time is your show? Oh, okay. Oh my god, I hope everything that's gonna be good. In my opinion, I'm gonna eat something when I get off of here in about 10 minutes, and then let me know if you can talk. I know you have your own channel with you're doing reality talk, and I love your opinions, and I like how you did that, separated your channel. That's awesome. But Teresa, oh god, the Louie and Teresa of it all. Like, and if you don't watch Kim D and Dana, I think you should watch Kim D and Dana's live with me, because I got to see what this whole defending Louie and Teresa situation was all about. And maybe if I have somebody with me watching it, or we can watch it together, we can discuss it together. Or we can discuss, maybe we can actually do your channel in Jersey, in my opinion. And we talk Jersey on your channel. That way I don't have me flipping. I won't flip out on your channel, maybe, because I'll be more respectful knowing I'm on your channel, and I'll just won't have it on mine. And oh, it's like crazy. You didn't understand. I'm sorry. And you know what I mean? Like, so I would love to like do it on your channel. That way I don't have to. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to do better. But yeah, I liked it. Like, I liked the show, and I was like, I tried to get my notes done. It was nice to have. Basically, had to sit in the room yesterday and do nothing. Why? Because we had the cats, me and George. And George took off, so he was with me. So I was able to watch my shows and take notes. And it gave me a time to just like chill and get caught up so I can have my notes done. But yeah, it was good. Yeah. If you guys are watching, I see a lot of people watching. Thanks. And I got new subscribers. Make sure you guys subscribe too. That'd be awesome. Oh, you just did. Okay, good. And definitely share this and subscribe if you haven't. And follow me on the Who's Side. I can't talk. The Who's Starting You On podcast side, which is on all the platforms. And I should upload them more than I do twice a month, but I'm trying to get them all up there. But you guys come over here and watch them anyway. I just need you to go there and like hit the rating thing and just like you listen to them here, rate them over there, and and share it here. I just need more ratings on the Who's Starting Your Podcast. I do take constructive criticism well. You guys know I know my faults and I work on them all the time, but I take constructive criticism well. If you don't want to give me a 5-star rating, but if you do, I really appreciate it. And because not that they can cancel me or anything like that, because it doesn't cost anything for me to be there, but I just don't like how the fact that like Spotify and Apple shows you how many people have rated your podcast. Because it says like I have a 5-star rating, but only 4 people have rated it. It was like me and like 3 of my family. You know what I mean? I might have more than that now, but also I told you guys talking about Summer House and sobriety. And this is another thing that I realized. I was talking a little bit, about Carl and the whole thing with that. We have some Bravo stars that are literally suing Bravo or saying that Bravo is the one that's responsible for them to break their sobriety. And you know what they were saying about the whole lawsuit thing, right? And that Bravo pushes this alcohol on them and blah, blah, blah. But then you have multiple cast members on multiple shows getting sober, not drinking successfully on the show, and getting like Carl going out and hanging out and not drinking, get on the show with other people that are drinking. You have 3 or 4 people on Vanderpump that are sober, that got sober this month, this season. You also have like housewives getting sober, not drinking. So it's like it can be done on these shows. So and people stay sober or stay sober on the show. So it's like, yes, Martha Vineyard, I'm excited about. I watched it twice already now. I did watch the first one. I did watch the right one of the first one of the first season or second season. I'm not going to watch the first one, but I got caught up. I didn't get caught up. I'm going to just watch this season. Sorry, second season. But I will cover that first thing on Friday, the 12 o'clock one. Anybody that's watching, thank you for showing up. It's mostly most people I've had at my live in a while, so I appreciate it. Again, hit the all notification because that seems to be worked. And the TikTok people that I try to get to, I appreciate you as well. Because I do have a subscribers only chat now. That's why probably nobody's chatting, but appreciate you guys being here. You should subscribe for 5 minutes. But I will be back later to talk Vanderpump at 6 my time with Dustin. And like I said, thank you for all the likes, comments, shares, all that. Let me see. What do we have here? How many people watching? 32 at the moment. Guys, please hit the like button. There should be more likes than that. Okay, before I go, love you, subscribe, chat, and I will talk to you guys at 6. In my opinion,